So, Kinsey, first of all, big question. Do you think that Piers Morgan was right to name these two royals? Do we have a right to know who the royals are who are having the finger, I would say, probably wrongfully pointed at them?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Wrongly pointed at them. I think it was unfair to throw this out there with little to no details in the first place. But Piers Morgan is the right person to do this. Like you've pointed out, he was fired from his job for questioning this allegation to begin with. Additionally, he's lied about multiple times in this book. So if I'm going to believe anybody when it comes to the credibility of the pages of Omid Scobie's Endgame, it's going to be Piers Morgan, who can say, actually, on page whatever, this incident didn't take place. I'm not getting private calls from Queen Camilla or secret high fives, in the bathroom over defending the royal family. I also think it shows his journalistic credibility that he is accused of being kind of this kiss up to the royal family in Omid's Endgame, and realistically has put them in a tough spot today.
Yeah, indeed. And it is fascinating. Look, we know, with what some of the things Omid Scobie has said, but also things that Meghan herself and Harry said in that Oprah Winfrey interview that kind of started a lot of this ball rolling. They were proven to be completely incorrect. Piers was quite right when he said on GMTV about it, was GMB. They were proven to be wrong. I mean, no, you didn't get married legally in a secret ceremony a few days beforehand with the Archbishop of Canterbury. He said that didn't happen. I'm going to go with the Archbishop of Canterbury on this one. There were numerous claims that were made that were simply provably, objectively untrue, not a matter of opinion. And that's where people start questioning a lot of this. Now, look, this Omid Scobie book has been basically the two things everyone says about it. One is it's terribly badly written, it's full of a load of nonsense. The other is that that actually this is clearly, basically, he's the mouthpiece of Meghan and Harry. He denies that. They've denied having anything to do with the book, anything to do with him in the past. But it just so happens that the book criticises every single person apart from Meghan and Harry, which makes you think, he would have been cleverer to put a little bit of criticism of them in, you think, to make it look like it wasn't just sort of lickspittle to them. But the key thing here is this sort of, these names are somehow in the Dutch edition and it has had to be withdrawn. How awful. How did that happen? If the names were never written down, as Omid Scobie claims, how on earth could they have been mistranslated into the Dutch edition? As numerous, prize-winning translators have said, it could not possibly happen like that. So something very fishy is going on here. I wonder whether it's been rather convenient for these names to come out, but not officially and with plausible deniability by the author and indeed the publishers.
Julia, if these names are inaccurate, if this is inaccurate information, why has Omid Scobie not come out and said, those are not even the right names?
Exactly.
I mean, my question is if it's incorrect information, that makes Omid look a little bit more innocent at the end of the day. Yet he's not making that argument. He's just saying, that's someone else's problem. It's an error, it's a translation error. If it were me and my credibility was on the line, I would be saying yes to every interview opportunity and I would be pleading my case.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, he's just trying to sell a book, but he's going to have a hard time getting another job. And he has said himself recently that Prince William has banned him from events. I think this is a last-ditch effort to make a buck. Yeah. And I think that his credibility is already in tatters.
Yeah, exactly. Can I ask, when you're sitting there, Hollywood sign behind you, you're sitting in the States, we know Harry and Meghan want to make a new life, make an awful lot of money over in the States, losing a lot of their big deals, the Spotifys, the Netflixes and the like deals. Everyone's kind of wondering what they're going to do next, especially for the cold, hard cash that they clearly are racing through at the moment. But I'm wondering how this has gone down, because at the end of the day, one of the reasons why lots of people in Britain are very angry about this is, whether monarchists or not, is that, this was an attack on the royal family. Now, it was very, very clear that, Harry made it clear via Oprah Winfrey that he was not criticising the Queen. In the comments, the alleged comments, the allegedly racist alleged comments were not by the Queen or Duke of Edinburgh. He knew perfectly well that if you go for the Queen, the British public will rise up against you. But this did tar an awful lot of other people with the same brush. And the person who's apparently being allegedly accused of something that people are claiming is racist, even if they were comments that were made, I don't think they were racist, is our current king. and the future Queen, the Princess of Wales, Kate. That is, I mean, that is fundamentally a criticism of our nation. This idea, this narrative that we are a horrible racist country and our establishment is racist, that is being allowed to be sort of, broadcast on the world stage. How has it gone down in America?
Well, we are the producers of South Park. We are the producers of Family Guy. And what I will say over the last year or so is that Americans have seen a difference, that there's been an evolution in opinion of Harry and Meghan. They consider Harry and Meghan really insecure individuals, destructive. And I think most people are looking at this thinking, wow, did you really have a 3-hour car chase throughout New York City?
Yes.
These two exaggerate. They exaggerate to the extreme. And I think Americans are much more cynical about their accusations today than they were in the middle of the George Floyd riots when Meghan Markle first made these racism accusations.
Yeah, very good point. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield, thank you.